Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the belly meant the strallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1.
All in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah, pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, worked till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. Family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my family, my whole family. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed.
Victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall is not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit. Position is strict. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. And the gym I commit, knock it out of clean it women till I lose the feel in my fist. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the rain. It's like I live in the street. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Feel like the night of the fight. Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or retired. He's like trained through the pain, flipping them tires. Fathers was lifting them skyward and higher. Ran through the rain, once till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains claim from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please don't need to slow it to pass. But I'm still matching the motion in hands. Shoulder roll and find an open the air. Let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free. Set it free. Set it free. Flow like a butterfly. Do it for my mama, do it for my father, family, whole family. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the coach. I'm undisputed, yeah. I'm undisputed. Do it for the fun, do it for the family, my whole family. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed.
Spent weeks demanding, including requiring ICE agents to wear body cameras and banning face masks.
It is now clear to everyone, Democrats didn't actually want a solution. They wanted an issue.
The Senate bill would fund TSA, FEMA, and the Coast Guard, as well as the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. as the partial government shutdown went on and talks repeatedly failed.
The motion is not agreed to.
There was pressure to address the ongoing chaos in America's airports. Hours before the vote, the president ordering DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullin, who was sworn in just days ago, to immediately pay TSA agents in order to address this emergency situation. From Atlanta to Philadelphia to New York, travelers facing massive lines.
I had to change my flight.
Officials say TSA wait times are now the longest in the agency's history.
I just feel like it's unacceptable. It should not be happening.
At George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston, the TSA line starting from one floor, going up an escalator, then outside and back in. Normally 8 security checkpoints are open. Now it's just 2.
Traveling from Houston to Baton Rouge. So I should have just driven, right? 5 hours would have been hilarious next to this.
Thousands of TSA workers going weeks without pay, now calling out in record numbers, as high as 40% in Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta.
We can only do with what we have with the people that are there. You know, we're trying to do the best job we possibly can.
So again, this bill withholds money for ICE, parts of border security, but Democrats did not get any of their major policy reforms. And we know so many of those TSA workers have been going without pay for weeks now. This is not a done deal yet. It still has to go over to the House, and they are scheduled to go on a 2-week recess in just a few hours, Whit.
All right, Rachel, we'll be tracking it. Thank you. And this development, of course, comes as those TSA lines across the country reach historic levels. Our senior national correspondent, Steve Osunsami, is in Atlanta. And, Steve, all of this happening as the spring break travel season ramps up.
That's right, Whit. Passengers we've talked with here at the world's busiest airport this morning tell us that it's actually taking them longer to get through the pre-check lines. At pre-check, it's about an hour to an hour and a half to get to the front entrance of that security checkpoint. Here at the main checkpoint, passengers we just talked with tell us it's taking them about half an hour to get to the entrances directly behind me. Some of the longest lines we're seeing across the country are at Houston's Intercontinental Airport, where there's a big energy convention and 2 college basketball games happening in the city. In Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta, around 4 out of every 10 TSA officers without paychecks aren't coming to work. The New York City airports, Baltimore, and Philadelphia aren't that far behind. The lines in Houston are so long, they're asking TSA workers from Dallas to travel across the state to help them out in Houston. Those ICE agents that people are seeing at the airport that the president sent to the airport, some of them are now being trained, and here in Atlanta, for example, are at the security checkpoints checking IDs and helping passengers with bag flow. Michael?
Yeah, these lines are mind-blowing there, Steve. Hopefully the deal can get done and everybody can go back to work and make those lines a lot shorter. Thank you so much for bringing that to us. And we have some new news overnight. Tragedy when a tour helicopter crashed in Hawaii. At least 3 people were killed. Trevor All joins us now with what we know. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Michael. So officials say on Thursday around 3:30 in the afternoon, they were alerted that a helicopter had crashed into the ocean about 100 yards offshore of Kalalau Beach on Kauai. It's a pretty remote area, and we're told 5 people were on board, the pilot and 4 passengers. They say 3 people have died. The remaining 2 were taken to the hospital, and there's no word yet on their conditions. Officials say this chopper was operated by a company called Airborne Aviation. It's a tour agency in Hawaii that specializes in doors-off helicopter tours. An investigation is no doubt underway, but at this point, it's not yet clear what led up to this crash, Rebecca.
Yeah, they really want to get to the bottom of that. Trevor, there was also another close call at one of our nation's airports, and a United jet was preparing to land when a U.S. Army helicopter suddenly entered its path.
That's right, Rebecca. And this, of course, happens only days after that deadly crash at LaGuardia, an alarmingly close call here in Southern California. This chopper got so close that it triggered the most serious anti-collision alert in the plane. And even air traffic control can be heard saying afterwards, that was not good.
This morning, the urgent investigation after a dangerous close call between a military helicopter and a packed 737 passenger jet landing near Los Angeles. Listen to the concern from air traffic controllers in the aftermath.
We're going to be assessing.
Authorities say a United Airlines flight with 168 passengers and crew on board was on final approach to John Wayne Airport when that helicopter crossed in front. The aircraft coming so close, it triggered the plane's anti-collision alert system. United says the jet pilot saw the chopper and after the alert, immediately leveled the aircraft to avoid it.
The alarm that the United jet got in its cockpit was the most serious alarm possible. So it told that United jet, you need to level off right now or you're going to hit that helicopter.
Air traffic control had warned the plane to be aware of traffic, but afterward asked what happened.
Did you check just the traffic call reference the helicopter, or did they restrict the altitude or anything?
And data from Flight Radar 24 shows when this happened, the plane and the chopper were only about a quarter mile apart when the plane leveled off. The FAA says they're now investigating.
All right, another alarming incident. Trevor Ault for us. Now to the latest on the war with Iran, and new video appearing to show an American fighter jet in a close call with an Iranian missile aiming to shoot it down. Matt Rivers is in Doha, the capital of Qatar, with more. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. Iran lashing out again overnight, an attacks order where we are here in Doha. More missiles being fired at Israel. Israel just this morning saying it will escalate and expand its attacks inside of Iran. That is the backdrop for these ongoing negotiations. This morning, dramatic new video appears to show the moment an Iranian missile came dangerously close to striking an American F-18 fighter jet. U.S. Central Command posting on X Thursday, no U.S. fighter aircraft have been shot down by Iran. But one source telling ABC News an F-18 operating in the region did narrowly dodge an Iranian missile over southern Iran in recent days. It comes as Operation Epic Fury nears its 5th week, with reports the Pentagon is weighing sending an additional 10,000 ground troops to the Middle East. The president signaling he's in no rush to strike a deal, but Trump extending the deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz by 10 days. And if Iran doesn't comply, the president says he'll bomb their crucial power plants.
All these stories that get printed like, oh, I want to make a deal. They are begging to make a deal, not me.
Despite Iran saying that direct negotiations are not taking place, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff saying a 15-point framework for a potential peace deal has now been delivered, with Pakistan acting as mediator. Iran, though, has not signaled any willingness publicly to accept the deal as is. At a lengthy cabinet meeting lasting roughly 2 hours Thursday, the president discussing a range of issues, including surging oil prices.
It's not over, so maybe it'll go up a little bit more. So I'm going to come back down to where it was and probably lower.
Now, the president has said that Iran has let 10 oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz, a sign, he says, that negotiations are proceeding well. But just this morning, the Revolutionary Guard reiterating that the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. They said they blocked 3 more tankers just this morning from transiting. Michael?
All right, thank you so much for that. And we're going to turn now to and tell you that the war is taking a toll on the economy, and it's caused a concern on Wall Street with the big sell-off yesterday. Elizabeth Schulz is here with that side of the story. Good morning to you, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, Michael. So the stock market is coming off its worst day since the start of the war. The S&P dropping nearly 2%. Almost immediately after yesterday's close, President Trump put out that post saying that the U.S. would again delay strikes on Iran's power grid. But that is not really helping stocks or oil prices this morning. Wall Street is still worried about a prolonged war. Oil is now up more than 40% in 4 weeks, and that has sent gas prices spiking at a record-setting pace. The national average now $3.99. The last time it passed $4 was back in 2022. We are also now seeing forecasts for overall inflation to exceed 4% this year because of higher oil. Before the war, that inflation rate was inching closer to the Federal Reserve's target of 2%.
And mortgage rates are jumping up again, too.
Right. And the key reason here is that the Fed is less likely to cut rates if inflation does stay high. So the average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage now 6.38. That is the highest since September. Rates are up almost half a point now since the start of a war. So for a new mortgage, that can mean you are paying hundreds of dollars extra every month on your payment now, guys.
Yeah, a big difference.
Yes,
all right,
big difference. There was that small moment below 6%.
Just got there, and now we're back.
All right. Thanks, Elizabeth. We turn now to an ABC News exclusive on the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. House Democrats are seeking information on a trove of potential evidence that the convicted sex offender concealed from investigators more than 2 decades ago. And Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has the story. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca. We've previously reported here how Epstein concealed that trove of potential evidence from investigators. Now Congress wants to talk to the private investigators hired to help him do it. This morning, House Democrats are seeking testimony from private investigators hired to remove computers, phone directories, sex toys, and pornography from Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach mansion 11 days before a 2005 police raid. A memo from the Epstein file shows one of his lawyers had given instructions to remove items of potential evidentiary value, and the private investigation firm sent Epstein this invoice for monthly rentals of a New York City storage unit. On the day of the police search, video taken by Palm Beach detectives shows monitors, keyboards, and printers, but the computer's missing. An inventory list shows the private investigators had already removed 3 computers, a list of Florida masseuses, nude photos, sex manuals, and 29 telephone directories believed to hold Epstein's contacts of the rich and powerful. In letters obtained by ABC News, Democrats on the House Oversight Committee say they want the private investigators to provide insight into the contents, removal, storage, and location of materials removed from Mr. Epstein's Palm Beach home, and to explain the reason for the removal of these materials.
This idea that now these private investigators have this enormous amount of information that has not been accessible to us on the committee or in Congress or the American public is pretty significant.
The missing items have never been fully recovered. If the private investigators refuse to give up the information voluntarily in the next 2 weeks, it's possible, guys, the committee could seek a subpoena. Guys.
All right, Aaron Katersky, we appreciate it. Now to March Madness and the first 4 teams advancing to the men's Elite 8 overnight. Will Reeve is here now with who's moving on and who's heading back home.
We had a bunch of great games last night. Thrilling. We are halfway through these thrillers. We're halfway to the Elite 8. Lots more to come.
It was back and forth the entire game. Texas down by 3. Dalen Swain with a bucket and the foul to tie it up. But Purdue was not to be denied. With that tip in, the Boilermakers punching their ticket to the Elite 8, leaving just 7/10 of a second on the clock. Texas trying a full-court Hail Mary. But the Boilermakers ending the Longhorns' Cinderella run. Purdue will face Arizona, who dominated Arkansas to move on.
Wagler, he'll put up a 3.
Illinois also dancing their way into the Elite 8. And elsewhere in the bracket, it was Iowa and Nebraska in a thrilling game of their own. Under a minute to go, Nebraska making a crucial mistake, only having 4 players on the court, leading to this dunk, extending the Iowa lead. The 9-seed Hawkeyes pulling off the upset, making it to their first Elite 8 since 1987.
We keep dreaming. Iowa keep dreaming, but we got a lot of reasons to dream.
A lot of reasons to dream indeed. Congrats to the winners. Good luck to everyone playing today. A lot more to come. And coming up later, we're going to talk to the owner of the only known perfect bracket left in all the land. What? And he's an 8th grader.
I can't wait to hear how he came up with that. All right, you got the women's Sweet 16, Sam.
It's a lot to get to, Will. I'll see if I can do as well as you did. It's a Sweet 16. So let's start at the top. The tournament overall seed number 1, UConn takes on North Carolina. The Huskies are undefeated this season. Guys, that's 36-0. Sounds impossible, but it's true, and they're stacked with talent. Sarah Strong is averaging more than 18 points per game, and fellow star Fudd dropped 34 points in their victory over Syracuse in the second round. Hey, UCLA squares off against Minnesota. The Bruins are riding a 27-game winning streak. Now, they're second only to UConn, and also this team is loaded with experience. It features 6 graduating seniors, including star Lauren Betts, who's scoring 17.1 points per game with more than 8 rebounds. She is definitely a handful for the Golden Gophers. And Duke takes on LSU. This will be the second time they meet this season. The Tigers won the first game 93-77, led by Flau'jae Johnson, who scored 18 points. But with Blue Devil star Toby Fournier averaging more than 17 points, this season could be a real tight one. So Notre Dame is up against Vanderbilt. This could be a shooting contest. There's no doubt it will be, because the Commodores are led by sophomore guard Michaela Blakes, considered by many to be the top scorer in the country, averaging 27 points. But the Fighting Irish have Hannah Hidalgo. She gets more than 25 points. So you can catch all this great action today starting at 2:30 Eastern on ESPN.
Michael's fist pumping over here.
I've never been so proud of you, Sam. Never been more proud of you, man. That was awesome. Thank you.
Well done.
All right, coming up, Victor Oquendo. He is on the urgent search for a missing flight attendant. Victor?
Missing for almost a week now. Last seen in Medellin, Colombia. The latest on the investigation and what his friends and family are telling GMA.
Also had here how firefighters saved a woman hanging onto the side of a cliff.
And new at 7:30, opening day and the first incredible pitch of the season. But first, over to you, Ginger.
Rebecca, it was a loud night from Illinois through Indiana and Ohio, even trickling into Pennsylvania and southern Michigan because of hail and damaging wind reports, 94 of them. That came with the cold front, which has dropped temperatures significantly. 46 Indianapolis, 41 Chicago. We're looking at Friday high temperatures, meaning this afternoon, that's all you get. Raleigh could break a record before you cool down significantly for the weekend. Columbia, South Carolina could also break a record, and then Charlotte. Look, the heat's still back out west, at least for a few more days. Your local weather in 30 seconds.
The Hartford knows most days I'm not thinking about my car and home insurance.
And that's how it should be. You can count on AARP auto insurance from the Hartford for benefits that really matter and hundreds in savings. Because we know protection isn't just about your car or your home.
It's about my peace of mind.
Call or go online to get your quote. The Hartford, your protection is our passion.
Well, it feels cooler on this Friday as you wake up and head out to the door. Still a nice warm spring day ahead of us. Temperatures climbing to 80 degrees by 2 o'clock. It will be noticeably warmer this afternoon. A few clouds around, but not hindering the warmth whatsoever. And expect a warmer weekend. We can't shake the summery heat, even in spring, upper 80s through Sunday. Cooling into the 60s by the first day of April with some scattered showers possible.
Back on this Friday morning.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for schizophrenia. Cobenfy was created with a different approach in mind and delivered improvement in schizophrenia symptoms overall. Plus, in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy, have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be. Cobenfy.
What do I have today? Just that therapy appointment for inner child work at 11.
Oh, it's stupid. I hate it. I just want to stay up late and hang out with my friends.
So, keep it?
Yeah. Smart.
Did you know there's a new way to help screen for cancer?
Good to know.
Cancer Card helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
New Cancer Guard from the makers of Cologuard.
Good morning. Time is 7:23 as we're taking a live look at conditions outside from our downtown Fresno Skycam. A gorgeous start to this Friday morning as the sun is shining. We are shaping up to have a beautiful afternoon and things are heating up for our weekend. Of course, we will have more on the forecast in just a few minutes. Good morning to you. I'm Jessica Harrington. Let's go ahead and get a check of traffic with CHP Officer Jean-Gabriel Saldana. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Jessica, and happy Friday, Central Valley. Let's bring up that live traffic tracker and see how the roads are looking. I'm going to start off with the watch out look here in Fresno. Currently, traffic is starting to slowly ramp up in the Fresno area. Southbound 99 from Clinton down to Belmont is slow traffic, but nothing too major. Otherwise, you're going to be all in the green as there are no major incidents or hazards reported. Now let's go and take a look at traffic in the South Valley. Traffic conditions looking great as always. State routes 99, 198, State Route 63, and the 137 are going to be all in the green as there are no major incidents or hazards reported. And that's your traffic. I'm Officer Saldana with California Highway Patrol reminding you, don't wreck your day and obey the right of way. Jessica, back to you.
Officer, thank you. Meteorologist Christine Gregory will have a check of your forecast in just a moment.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Take the road trip you've been dreaming of with an efficient new Honda. Turn heads with unmistakable style. and Sport Tune suspension. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $249 per month lease on a 2026 HRV all-wheel drive LX.
For 25 years, the heart of summer has lived right here in downtown Fresno. And now, baseball is back. Celebrate 25 years of memories at Chukchansi with the Fresno Whistles. Free everyone with friends and family ticket membership for just $149. Or catch the action all season long with the ballpark pass, just $99. 25 years downtown, and the best is still ahead. Fresno Grizzlies baseball, it happens here.
Educators recognize that reading is key to academic success.
My hiking boots sank into the muddy ground.
To promote literacy regionally, our office is embarking on an exciting new program with colleagues in Fresno, Kings, Madera, Mariposa, and Merced County. You can help too. As a family, set aside time for everyone to read a book or online article and discuss what you've learned. I'm Tim Heyer, Tulare County Superintendent of Schools, and we're putting literacy and children first.
When you play at Chukchansi Gold's Tropicool $670,000 giveaway, the adventure stays with you. Because through May 1st, you could be the lucky winner of a new Jeep, a boat, or your share of over $500,000 in cash and e-cash prizes. Play for your adventure at Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino.
Storm Warn is sponsored by Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino.
And you're taking a live look outside with our Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino sky camera. We've got some thin clouds moving through, maybe a little haze in the distance. Temperatures still cool to start. You are in the 40s if you are in Lemoore, Fresno 59 and 50 Merced to Madera. So it is a bit chilly to start, feeling like spring. And by the afternoon, we're going to be back in those mid 80s. So prepare for a warmer day and even warmer times to come over the weekend. This warm stretch is brief though, as we cool back down to spring standards, 60s by next Wednesday.
Christine, I don't think people realize she's a science nerd. Like, she loves that stuff.
She is someone who's always talking weather. She's always talking science.
Anytime there's a major system that's moving through, that's where she's like in her happy place.
Folks may think, oh, you know, you're just looking at computers and you're just kind of saying whatever.
That's not the way I roll. I studied weather. Computers don't always capture everything.
I call her sunshine in human form. I just love working with her.
Watch meteorologist Christine Gregory on Action News AM Live. Want freedom finally from those energy costs that never go down? Scan this and find out how, starting now, no homeowner needs to be left behind again with a high energy bill. That's my promise as founder of Solar Negotiators and a U.S. Marine combat veteran.
We're all in on your health, on preventative care and screenings, and brighter futures for everyone who calls the Valley home. On meeting you where you are and providing care around every corner. All in on getting you back to your passion, your purpose, and living your best life. Community Health System does more than just care for you when you're sick. We're building a healthier, stronger Central Valley. When it comes to your health, your family, your future, we're all in.
Have you been burned by solar or scared off by the stories? Starting now, no homeowner will be left behind. That's a promise from this Marine combat vet. Get your free on-site energy assessment today, because energy costs will never go down.
I was being told it was all in my head. That's just stress. And I actually thought I was going mad.
Welcome to getting older.
Oh, it's normal. Just deal with it.
You're fine. We've been fine for generations as doctors dismissed our symptoms of perimenopause and menopause.
Gaining weight, night sweats, insomnia. I was grumpy.
Yeah. Not fine.
And then I found MIDI and felt so heard.
Symptoms are messages. MIDI's medical experts help you decode them and find relief. MIDI, because you deserve better than fine. Febreze.
Love your plugins but wish you had more scent control? Meet the Febreze Plug Scent Booster. Enjoy the same 50 days of continuous scent as Febreze Plug, including a cord for flexible placement options and a boost button for extra scent. Febreze Plug Scent Booster.
So while I'm gone, you'll feed Rosie Blue Buffalo? I got Imes. But Blue has deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal. Well, Imes has chicken, ground whole grain corn, ground whole grain sorghum, chicken byproduct milk. We're switching to Blue.
Why'd I go to the doctor? When my heart kept skipping a beat, I didn't think much of it. But my girls made me get checked out, and it made such a difference. Turns out, I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did, and my girls are too.
This is no time to wait.
Hey, what can I say? You're welcome. All the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay.
Welcome back to GMA.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Very welcome. That's an earworm, everybody. You're welcome for that. We're celebrating 2 legends, Dwayne Johnson and Lin-Manuel Miranda. You see them both there. They're officially becoming Disney Legends honorees as part of the incredible class of 2026. We want to tell you about the amazing people joining them in that honor. We have that coming up in our next hour.
A real huge honor.
Yes, and thank you, by the way.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Will has our headlines. Hey, Will.
I sure do. Hello again. We have a lot to get to at 7:30, guys. We begin with a brother and a sister indicted for allegedly planting an explosive device at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida. The device was found on March 16th. It was outside the base's visitor center. It did not go off. The siblings escaped to China, but the sister came back. She is under arrest. The brother is still in China, and the motive behind the plot is unclear. Ousted Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife appeared in court on Thursday. A federal judge in New York City rejected Maduro's request to dismiss drug trafficking and narco-terrorism charges. Maduro's team wanted the case thrown out because they claim U.S. sanctions are blocking Venezuelan funds to pay their legal costs. And a race against time as rescuers try to save a stranded humpback whale in an interesting spot. It's a 40-foot-long male. It's been there for a week. Crews have been digging a channel in the hopes the whale would follow it into deeper water and swim into the North Sea. This is all happening outside Germany. Divers yesterday said he's still in good condition. And a special moment at the season opening game, opening day in Baltimore, 109-year-old Arthur Green throwing out the first pitch. 109. And his daughter Myra, who works here at ABC News, walked him out to the mound. He's a lifelong Orioles fan, World War II and Korean War veteran, and is currently believed to currently be the 10th oldest living man in the United States.
Amazing.
And he's got a great arm.
Exactly. Well done,
Better than
Arthur.
Michael's first pitch.
Better than 50 Cent's first pitch.
Good for him. Thank you, Will, for that. We do turn now to the urgent search for a U.S.-based flight attendant who was reported missing nearly a week ago after a flight to Colombia. Victor Oquendo has the latest now on the investigation. Victor, good morning.
Good morning. His last flight from Miami to Colombia, it was only supposed to be a one-night layover. Now those closest to him are desperate, telling us they just want him back. This morning, the urgent search for an American Airlines flight attendant reported missing in Colombia.
He's an amazing guy, charismatic. We just want that person to come back.
32-year-old Eric Fernando Gutierrez Molina was in Medellin on a layover after working a flight from Miami. He was last seen in the early morning hours on Sunday, March 22nd, leaving a nightclub with a female coworker and a man.
Both of them met a man in one of the clubs. And then I believe when the club was closing, he was very, I think, pushy on inviting them to hang out after that.
Authorities say they are now investigating if Gutierrez Molina may have been drugged with devil's breath, the nickname for an incapacitating street drug commonly used in assaults there. Concern set in for Gutierrez Molina's best friend Jerome and life partner Ernesto when, after hours of non-responsiveness, his phone location wasn't at his confirmed lodging.
The location was nowhere near where the company booked him. And at that point, it was pinpointing to the time that he should have already been heading to work. So it's like, this can't be true.
The troubling disappearance comes after the State Department urged Americans to reconsider travel to Colombia due to an increased risk of crime, terrorism, civil unrest, and kidnapping.
If you're going to go to Colombia, be extremely careful where you go and who you connect with
in particularly socially, because that tends to be a place that folks who want to rob you will congregate.
He has so many plans for his future, for this year, for this next month, that we want to just make sure we bring him back.
American Airlines telling ABC News they are actively engaged with local law enforcement officials in their investigation, and they're doing all they can to support their team member's family during this time. Guys?
Yeah, we are so glad to hear that and hope he comes home very soon. Victor, thank you. We're going to go now to the latest on the deadly LaGuardia collision. New video released from the scene as we learn more about the two pilots. Will, you're back with that.
I am. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. So this morning, the remains of the two Air Canada pilots who were hailed as heroes following that fatal collision Sunday at LaGuardia Airport were returned to Canada. They departed from Newark Liberty International Airport, and fellow pilots were on the tarmac to witness the dignified transfer of Captain Antoine Forrest and First Officer Mackenzie Gunther. They departed from Newark Liberty, and back at LaGuardia, new video from the NTSB as they comb through the crash site. Close-up footage of the nose of that Air Canada plane that crashed into the fire truck. You see the fire truck mangled there, the wreckage. The NTSB has interviewed both air traffic controllers who were in the tower at the time of the crash, and the preliminary report will be out in about a month.
Yeah, and our thoughts are with their families.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Will. Coming up, an ABC News investigation into the potential link between youth gambling addiction and betting apps meant for adults. Why some experts call it a public health crisis. And Sam Champion had the story about hard-pounding rescue scene.
Michael, this picture is scary, but the story's even scarier. There's a woman hanging on a cliff about 70 feet above the Pacific Ocean. How she got there, was she rescued? That story coming up next.
Where people may miss a warning signal in their body. One woman. Okay, women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. Like my mom, you Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
The Tempur-Pedic Breeze makes sleep feel cool. So no more sweating all night or blasting the air conditioning. Because the Tempur Breeze feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long. Find cooler sleep with the Tempur Breeze collection at an athlete near you.
Looks like Jack just realized some people mix and match their gain scents. So he gave it a shot too. Is he the laundromat cool dude now? Sniff the difference of Gain's amazing scents or your money back.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, may occur. Get help right away for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments, including oral steroids, without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Ask your doctor if Fasenra is right for you. With low prices store-wide, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Some people have minor joint pain plus certain stomach problems. They may not be able to take just anything for pain. That's why doctors recommend Tylenol. It won't irritate your stomach the way Aleve, Advil, or Motrin can. For trusted relief, trust Tylenol.
When we hit the pothole, I was worried we'd be stranded for hours.
Our lives will revolve around the pothole. Where's my credit card to order 50 philosophy books?
The pothole. It's deep.
Candy, no.
Oh, get out.
Shoot. But that never happened. Thanks to the Geico app, help arrived in under an hour.
It feels good to get help fast. It feels good to Geico.
From stinky diapers to stinky feet, odors can be caused by bacteria that linger in your air. Unlike air fresheners, Lysol Air Sanitizer eliminates odors by killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria in the air. Scent can't sanitize. Lysol can.
With psoriasis, How to Hide My Plaques was kind of my theme song. Now with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin. Some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to say I'm back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriatic arthritis and HS. On the front lines, you do the hard thing because it's the right thing.
We're down at Walmart.
On the front lines, you don't run from the snow. You run towards it. And you always have your neighbors' backs. 16 million of them. PG&E on the front lines for us all.
Back now with this heart-pounding rescue caught on camera of a woman stuck on the side of a cliff in California. Sam here with that story. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. A chain of bad events, really. So when rescuers arrived, a woman in a swimsuit was clinging to the rocks just above the crashing waves. Now, the water hadn't been safe. She was getting pulled away, so she went for the rocks, and they had to figure out a way to bring her in safely.
It's going to be south of the cliff, north of stairwell 1 for a woman over the cliff.
A harrowing rescue caught on tape. A woman had been swimming and was pulled away by a strong current. She moved to the rocky edge for safety. Hanging on to the side of a steep cliff high above the Pacific Ocean, a nearby helicopter capturing the tense scene as it all unfolded.
She was taken by the current further away from her entry point. When she realized she was getting pulled away from where she came in, she decided to go to the rocks and try to climb up the rocks themselves.
But as she climbed up, she got stuck. Rescue crews coming to her aid as the unidentified woman climbs the rocks with waves crashing 70 feet below. A firefighter rappelling down the cliff to reach her, while other members of the cliff rescue unit secure the rope lines at the top of the cliff.
She leaned back and trusted the ropes. He secured her to make sure that she wouldn't fall in the event of her slipping off the rocks any further.
And success. The hero firefighter holding on to the woman until they finally make it to safety. She reaches out, grabs the hand of one of the other rescuers waiting at the cliff top. And thank goodness she's safe. You've got to feel for her because you're getting pulled away by that strong Pacific current. And really the only way to save yourself is to go for a rocky ledge. Thank goodness the situation worked out.
Yeah. Scary situation for her,
had
for
to be.
sure.
Had to be.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Sam. Coming up, our play of the day, Will and Sam. They're counting us down to the women's Sweet 16. Hey, Will.
Hey, and we're going to talk to the 8th grader with the only perfect bracket anywhere. He's going to tell us how he did it. It's coming up.
Yep, that's there. Is the gauge supposed to say empty? You can't trust those things. Don't worry, we're tethered. For safety.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you certified for this? Technically, no.
Especially when it comes to your finances.
Do you have a question?
Are you a certified financial planner?
Yes, I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP. Find your CFP professional at letsmakeaplan.org.
Sam, are you cheating on me with another pet store?
No, it's just they have auto ship.
PetSmart has auto ship too, and same day delivery. They're like the full package. Smart deals, low prices. PetSmart, anything for pets.
I'm Viola Davis.
James Patterson.
We just wrote a powerful novel, Judge Stone.
It's about a courtroom drama that will remind you of To Kill a Mockingbird.
There's a shocking murder.
A raging fire.
The whole world is watching a small town in Alabama. Everyone's breathlessly waiting for the verdict.
And now the whole world is reading Judge Stone.
I love this novel.
Me too, Viola.
All rise for Judge Stone.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing. I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza. #1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times. with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
You said the Whopper is the best burger in America when made right. So with your feedback, we've perfected every bite so that every Whopper is made your way and never smashed. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
Still taking yours? Every day. Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, the 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Diabetes? It's complicated. It feels like if you aren't perfect, you aren't making progress. But progress doesn't mean changing your life in a day. Progress is drinking coffee like you like it, without an audience. It's turning charts and numbers into confident choices. And one little sensor on the back of your arm can help you live with diabetes on your terms. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor. This is progress. Try for free at freestylelibre.us.
What do I have today? Just that therapy appointment for inner child work at 11.
Oh, it's stupid. I hate it. I just want to stay up late and hang out with my friends.
So, keep it?
Yeah. Smart. Spring isn't just a season, it's a feeling. It's mornings that move you. Moments that stretch out. Laughter that lingers a little longer. And spaces that welcome everyone home. Refresh your living room, bedroom, and dining room with savings up to 50% off. Plus, enjoy up to 60 months, no interest financing. Visit a More Furniture showroom near you or online at morefurniture.com.
All right, I love this story, guys. We're back now with our play of the day in the perfect bracket, starting with millions of entries. Only one has picked every winner so far in this year's NCAA tournament, men or women. And you might be surprised who got it right. Will, you got the story.
I love this. This is great. So everyone's got their own bracket picking method. You can be data-driven, crunching numbers. You can pick based on mascots, so on and so forth. Whatever you do, you know it's going to be a futile endeavor because March Madness is really impossible to accurately predict all the way through unless you are this 8th grader from Pittsburgh who, by his own admission, doesn't know anything about basketball.
There are 16 teams left to prove they're the best in women's college basketball, and countless college hoops fans hoping their years of fandom will give them an edge in their office bracket pools. This 14-year-old has discovered the secret so far to a perfect bracket.
The first round was mainly just pick the higher seed, and then the second round, it was all random.
But surely there was some strategy, right?
I just wanted everybody to know this was all luck.
Well, there you have it. 8th grader Otto Shellhammer from Pittsburgh, who knows zilch about college basketball, has managed to successfully pick all of the correct winners so far in the women's NCAA tournament. That's 48 correct picks, just 16 remaining.
On Monday night, I look and I see my games are all perfect. So that was really cool.
Of the more than 41 million brackets submitted in the largest contests for both the men's and women's tournaments, all have fallen, except for one. Otto's.
So school, it's all anybody can talk about, but it's been fun. Like, everybody's been supportive, so.
With a few upset picks still in play and a perfect bracket on the line, Otto is pulling for his national championship pick.
I'm definitely pulling for Texas right now to bring it home.
So last year there was a bracket in the women's tournament. It had 56 correct picks before the first wrong one. So Otto still has a few more games to go. But I feel like if he gets it right, like he's got the final,
okay,
he's got to go, right?
Oh,
He gotta get to the game.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love his auto speed, too. Yeah. Good for him, though.
Yeah.
We're rooting for you, Otto. All right, coming up, I have a question for you guys. What's 726 feet tall? It gets 4 million visitors every year. What would it be?
It looks like the Hoover Dam.
Well, you know what? For our next stop in 50 states and 50 weeks, we just ruined it. It's the Hoover Dam in Nevada. Oh, boy. And we have a special live performance from the cast of the beloved Broadway musical Wicked. We have a lot more GMA coming up, so you stay right there.
That's good.
Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network. Dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
Good.
Campbell's.
Good.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check who was behind me at the game. Dude, she just pointed at me. Checking Allstate first was the right move. I love you. Not checking who was sitting behind me was humbling. Yeah, check Allstate first. You could save hundreds. Go Bruins. Go Bruins.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
If you want the real deal, you should switch to Tide. Really? Stuff over there, it's so watered down. Tide cleans the stuff that others miss. Clothes look cleaner, not dingy, and smell great too.
Excuse me.
Can we help you?
I'll take Tide.
It's got to be Tide.
Boosted. I know what I'm doing. I know how horrific it is. Whenever I taste Cinedust, I know I do it all again. Must Cinedust.
Looking for better hydration at half the price? Try Curel Ultra Healing Lotion. The dermatologist-tested formula contains an advanced ceramide complex and provides 2 times more hydration at half the price. Try Curel. At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
That was fast.
Room of choice delivery and fast expert setup. Wayfair, every style, every home. Opening day, just like we used to. I love being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active. It's a difference I can feel, and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be back.
Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
The cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. have officially made it to peak bloom. We showed you them yesterday, just hours before they called it. But this is about a week ahead of average in Washington, D.C. at least. But you know what's happening out west, how warm it's been, the warmest winter on record for the state of Utah? Well, the peach blossoms are looking very pretty there, too. But they're about a month ahead. And so it's been very hot, but also very dry. Lowest snowpack on record for every state highlighted. Denver restaurants just announced with their drought that they are not going to be serving water until it is requested. So big deal going out there. Also coming up here on the show, the latest on the Hawaii doctor on trial for allegedly trying to kill his wife, what his former boss and mentor said on the stand. Plus ABC News investigation into teens and gambling, why some experts are calling it a public health crisis. Your local news and weather next.
Ready to proceed with trial? I see plaintiff is represented by the Law Brothers.
Settle. Your Honor, the insurance company would like to settle. Happens all the time. Just give us a call. I'll just need your number. Let me get my pen.
You don't need a pen. It's 800-222-2222.
Injured? Call the Law Brothers at 800-222-2222. You don't need a pen.
You know the number? It's in all their commercials. The most affordable German-engineered car brand in America is also the most fun. With high-performance handling, style, and space. Not to mention, flow-inducing turbo. What are you waiting for? Get in the driver's seat during Volkswagen Driver Days. Get 0.9% APR or a $1,000 customer bonus on a select new 2026 Tiguan during Volkswagen Driver Days. America.org.
Good Morning America is sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb.
We're bringing back the biggest and brightest stars. They just can't quit me.
My only dream was to go on again.
I thought you were just being polite.
No.
Celebrity Jeopardy All-Stars, new tonight.
Good morning. It's now 7:56 as we get a live look here from our IQ Selma Skycam. Temperatures on the way up. We'll have your forecast in just a moment. Good morning to you. I'm Jason Oliveira. Right now, we're going to send things over to CHP Officer John Gabriel Saldana and our traffic tracker. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Jason. Good morning, everyone. Let's print that live traffic tracker and see what's going on throughout the valley. Starting off with a wide shot look in the North Valley. Currently, State Routes 99, 152, State Route 59, and the 140 are all in the green as there are no major incidents or hazards reported. Now, let's go and take a look at traffic in the Hanford-Lemoore area. Currently, State Routes 41, 198, and State Route 43 also in the green as there are no major incidents or hazards reported. And that's your traffic. I'm Officer Saldana with California Highway Patrol, reminding you to limit those distractions and don't text and drive. Jason, back to you.
Officer, thank you. Meantime, an investigation now underway into a shooting that took place in Alpha that left one man dead. It happened just before 7:30 last night on Billing Road near Avenue 54. Tulare County Sheriff's deputies arrived to find the man shot, but despite life-saving measures, he died at the scene. No word on a suspect at this time or a motive for the shooting. Right now, we're going to check in with meteorologist Christine Gregory with a look at our weekend forecast. Happy Friday, Christine.
Happy Friday. We will be warming up again today after a cool start. 60 degrees still in Fresno. You can see there's some clouds out there too, but the sun will be warm enough to warrant not needing that jacket later today. We'll be warming to the low 70s by 11 a.m., so our midday, 82 by 3 p.m., and ending the day in the mid-80s. Similar feel, but a little toastier over the weekend, so still prepare to feel that above average warmth up to 88 degrees. Madera, Fresno, Clovis, all feeling that really Saturday and Sunday. Then we look beyond our warm weekend and we're cooling down pretty significantly. 60s by the first day of April. There's a chance we could go almost the whole month of March without any rainfall, but we could see a few scattered showers as early as next Tuesday.
Live dancing at Blue Oak Grill. Thursdays, only at Table Mountain.
A big reminder, the Powerball jackpot is over 150 million. Play now.
Hey, Central Valley! Prices and low trade offers don't stand a chance during the spring trading sales event going on now at the massive Selma Auto Mall. It's huge savings on over 1,100 new and Delahaye pre-owned vehicles. New models are available with 0 APR for 60 months. And most new vehicles come with a 20-year, 200,000-mile limited warranty. Still paying on your current car and want out early? Your sales at the Selma Auto Mall need your trade today. So we want to overpay. We've got it all at the massive Selma Auto Mall.
I think California is at a crossroads right now. The rent is too high, healthcare is too high. I'm Assembly Member Isaac Ryan. I'm supporting Top Star because he's delivered the most for California over the longest period of time. Whether it's fighting for a fair criminal legal system, whether it's pushing back against attacks to the foundations of democracy, or calling for everybody to pay their fair share. Top fought for free lunches for children in schools. He's going to fight to cut utility bills by 25%. He's going to ban corporate PAC money in politics. I want a governor who's going to fight fire with fire. And that fire is Top Star.
Because of the women who paved the way, opportunities grew, doors opened, futures expanded. And today, she is here, teaching in our classrooms, leading our schools, supporting our students, strengthening our community, and building on a legacy of resilience, compassion, and opportunity. This Women's History Month, we honor women across our district.
Selena Gomez.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Breaking overnight, the Senate approving a bill to fund Homeland Security, including TSA paychecks, after 42 days of gridlock on Capitol Hill and the longest wait times at airports in TSA history. What it means for the travel chaos during so many spring breaks.
Games and gambling.
I placed my first bet when I was 11. I probably had 15 apps.
A look at the link between youth gambling addiction and betting apps meant for adults. Why some experts are calling it a public health crisis. The impact gambling may have on the brain.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce making their award show debut last night.
That's the way that I get to feel every single day of my life because of my fiance.
How Taylor thanked Travis.
And it's a wicked good morning. The cast of the hit Broadway show is here with a special performance, as they say. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America. Good morning again, everybody. And good morning to the cast of Wicked. Cannot wait to see their performance later in the show.
Yes, and coming up, you are not going to destroy this sweater. We have Ryan Gosling, seen stealing sweater, how it's going viral after its debut in the #1 movie in America.
Looking forward to that. Also ahead, Becky Worley is live at the Hoover Dam in Nevada. She's in the Silver State. Hello, Becky, for 50 states in 50 weeks, and she's going to give us a look inside where few people get to go.
Now, that's going to be really cool, but first we have a look at the top stories. Breaking at 8, starting with the breaking news overnight, the deal to end the government shutdown. The Senate approving a bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security, including paychecks for TSA officers. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is at the White House with the latest. Good morning again, Rachel.
Michael, good morning to you again. Well, after 42 days of gridlock here in Washington and chaos at airports across the nation, the Senate has now passed a bill to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security and bring an end to this partial government shutdown. So what's in this deal? Well, it funds much of DHS, but excludes funding for ICE and parts of Border Patrol. Democrats for weeks have been demanding changes to ICE, including requiring agents to wear body cameras and banning face masks, but they did not get any of those policy wins in this deal. Pressure has been mounting on lawmakers for weeks. TSA agents have gone without pay now for more than 40 days, many calling out sick, some quitting altogether. That's leading to the longest lines that TSA has seen in their history at airports across the nation. So this is not a done deal. just quite yet. Yes, the Senate has passed this bill, but it now heads over to the House. They are set to leave on a 2-week recess in just a matter of hours. Rebecca?
Yeah, and a whole lot of pressure to just get it done. Rachel, thank you. We're going to turn now to the latest on the trial of the Hawaii doctor accused of trying to murder his wife. His former boss is speaking out. Rhiannon Alley is here with the story. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. Gerhard Koenig's former boss says he appeared to be a gentle soul. But his wife, Ariel, says she had to fight for her life against the man she married. This morning, as the trial for the Hawaii doctor accused of trying to kill his wife enters its 5th day, the suspect's former boss is speaking out.
They had everything going for them. I truly don't understand, what happened.
Dr. Gerhard Koenig, a Maui anesthesiologist, is accused of attempting to murder his wife, Ariel, on a hike in Oahu after discovering she was allegedly having an emotional affair with her coworker. Prosecutors say during the hike, Koenig attempted to push Ariel off a cliff. When that didn't work, he allegedly tried to inject her with a syringe before repeatedly bashing a jagged rock into her head.
Would it be hard for an anesthesiologist to commit murder? I would say no. The drugs that we have typically are intended to take you to the edge of death.
Dr. Jonathan Waters was Koenig's boss and mentor, who says he was generally likable.
He was a smart guy. As a doctor, he was quite intelligent, though my relationship with him was that of a supervisor and a mentee. I never saw Gerhard have a temper or lose his temper.
Koenig's defense team claiming Ariel attacked him first and that he only hit her with a rock in self-defense. This case has so many shocking details and allegations from both sides. You can see more in a new episode of Impact by Nightline. It is streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus now, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, just a really shocking case.
Yeah, very shocking case. All right, thank you so much for that, Rhiannon. And coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, teens and gambling. A look at the potential harm to young brains with betting apps meant for adults so accessible. Aaron Katursky is here with the ABC News investigation.
Also ahead, it is our 50 States in 50 Weeks series, and this morning we're in Nevada as Becky Worley takes us to a major tourist attraction.
Plus, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's first award show appearance as a couple, what she said about him and one of her acceptance speeches. Sam.
All right, Whit. So it's spring, and we're in the final deals and steals of spring. Fun with Tori Johnson is here. If you've got spring issues, Tori has the answer. There's so much going on, even spring showers.
Oh,
We got that fixed.
we got you covered.
Up to 60% off. It's right here on GMA.
Dry eyes still gritty, scratchy, and tired? With Mybo, eyes can feel. Mybo is the only prescription dry eye drop that targets too much tear evaporation by forming a protective layer. Don't use if allergic to Mybo. Remove contacts before using. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. Ask your eye doctor about Mybo.
Let's go. No matter what your name is, everyone has something to protect.
I should have done this a long time ago.
For Ellie Flaum, it's her freedom.
Laughing at me. Here, let me show you guys.
It's her flexibility. And it's the life she's been waiting to live in retirement.
Am I smiling too much?
Everyone has something to protect. And Prudential can help guarantee income through retirement. So you can protect your life's work.
I did. Look. Oh, this is definitely not the last.
Who's your rock?
I thought people exaggerated when they said shingles is a nightmare and the pain can last for weeks.
It wouldn't mean sleepless nights, right?
I didn't think I was at risk.
I was wrong. I didn't know that 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles, and it could reactivate at any time. I learned that the hard way.
But you don't have to. Talk to your healthcare provider today. Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Any way I want.
Any way you want it, the way you need it, any way you want it.
Schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped? Yeah, they can fix my glass while we fish for bass.
If you want.
They can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants.
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
These days, the world is moving faster than ever, but I like to say not so fast when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Find the goodness of slow by saying not so fast CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Febreze. Coming home to Febreze Plug feels like the best welcome home ever. Because Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it's first stay fresh for 50 days. And a refill light, so every welcome home is delightful.
Did you know there's a new way to help screen for cancer? Good to know. Cancer Guard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear. It's one blood test that's as simple as a haircut.
That is good to know.
New Cancer Guard from the makers of Cologuard.
Better sleep is simple. Just track your activity. Avoid blue light. Get adequate exposure to natural light. Or maybe you just need a little more from your mattress. An adjustable base offers personalized comfort with customizable head and foot positions that can help relieve back pain and alleviate snoring. Elevate your sleep at Ashley.
What's going to happen today?
At Valley Children's, we know the worries of our most precious patients, and we are committed to putting them at ease. With leading cancer and blood disorder expertise, a collaborative approach to healing, and the highest quality of care, we are dedicated to what is most precious to you, your child's health and future. At our Cancer and Blood Disorder Center, it's specialized care that truly cares. Valley Children's, futures worth fighting for.
Looking like a nice day outside here in New York City. And back now with our GMA cover story, an ABC News investigation into teens and gambling. It's almost impossible to avoid ads for betting apps meant for adults. And a recent report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York finds that as sports betting has become more popular, consumer credit health is suffering. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is back with the story. Good morning again, Aaron.
And good morning to you, Michael. It's March Madness, right? Americans are expected to bet more than $3 billion. And it used to be you fill out a bracket and you wait weeks for the winner. Now the action is fast, the outcome's immediate, and experts say that's putting kids at risk for addiction.
Betting on the tournament.
If you watch sports or browse social media, odds are you've seen ads like these.
This is your shot. One more yard.
And if you've seen them, you can bet your kids have too.
This concept that I could make $100 on a Phillies game versus, working 2 days at the store, it was like, why would I ever work again?
Rob Minnick was in high school scooping ice cream for minimum wage when he started gambling through a bookie.
Right from the start, I felt like I needed more action.
And when online sports betting became legal, he says his addiction escalated. Rob is part of a generation of young men enthralled with gambling.
I placed my first bet when I was 11. I probably had 15 apps.
ABC News stations around the country heard similar stories as part of our investigation into the link between youth gambling addiction and betting apps.
It's a looming public health crisis. In fact, it's already here.
Dr. Nasir Naqvi studies the impact of gambling on the brain. He has seen addiction in people as young as 13.